Welcome to the Political Ferret Show. New content will be uploaded every Wednesday and Sunday. This video was financed by my Patreons. Thank you for making the change possible. Right now, Vienna builds a new hospital with the costs of just 1 billion euros. Well, that's peanuts for the taxpayer because it's all paid with tax money and all. And it will be run with tax money and so on, so who cares about costs, isn't it? So someone did think and said, well, we have some money to spare, we are already at about 10 to 15% above the cost that was already planned, so we can do something more. And we take 100,000 euros and invest it in some guy who makes magic. So some guy went around this building and created some protection circle energy thingy. No, that's not a joke. They really did that. One guy went around this whole thing and applied a protection circle against evil whatevers. I don't know, magic in the end. So, the wider opinion in Austria is that there is no such thing as magic, but someone decided to give some guy 100,000 euros to make a protection circle. So, to put this into perspective, because a lot of lefties went out and said, yeah, but that's just peanuts. I mean, we give way more money to the church, which is also nothing I am very fond of. So, I would say it's not really peanuts, because that's the tax money 5 people put into the state for about a year. So, that's a lot of money. And the interesting thing is they really have a hard time to explain that. And that's very funny, because when they come to the point, when I say, look, nobody wanted that. Those people who paid for that did not want that. And the reaction normally from the left is that they say, but it is in their best interest. They don't want a disinvestment, but it is in their best interest. And they can't say that because it has no positive influence. It just generated costs. There is no gain on the other side. So they have to say, yes, the state invested here into something that is absolutely useless. And they can't point to something, to some benefit. And this is interesting. When you have such a case, and this case is great for this issue, and this case is great for that, you can point to these things. The state took money from people and invested it into something that they did not want and that they do not have a benefit out of that. And when you have the other side to agree to that, to say, yes, in this case, the state took money, invested it into something that the people did not want and that has no positive influence on the people. So it is a waste of money. You have them by the balls. You can say, okay, and now we get further on. Are there other things that people do not want? And might it be that things that the people want in the first place, they buy for themselves? Because if some guy said, yeah, I want a circle of protection around there, I guess you get some energetic magician guy to do it for 100 bucks. I'm pretty sure you get it. I mean, I would do it. I would run in circles with a pink hat on my head and with some stick and say, now you are protected, if you give me 200 bucks. I do it. It's not a problem. So this is a great example. A lot of lefties pointed out, no, this is not really a scandal because, and then they say, yeah, it is a scandal. Yeah, you're right. But you get some of them to say, yeah, the state wasted money here. There is no benefit whatsoever and people did misuse tax money here. And that's a great thing, because from that you can work on. You can say there are other things, there are more things. And this is not the exception, this is the rule. The state buys stuff that nobody needs. That is what he's doing. The free market is for people who want things to get things that they want. The state is for things that nobody wants, like gender studies in the arts. So Yeah, this is just a funny example where you could put the lefties in a trap where they can't come out. There is no possibility to argue that this is a good thing. There's no possibility. You have to find these things, because these things you can nail them to the board and they can't move a bit if you have an example like that. And you can find such examples. Use this example and say, argue that. Why did 5 people went to their job, worked their ass off, paid taxes for that? Argue that. And they can't, because there is no reason. And from that on, you can work on to some positions that are not so easily defendable. So, thanks for watching, like, share and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.